Question 1. The diagram shows some reactions of magnesium. Complete the table to identify the substances F, G and H. So what is F, what is G and what is H? So looking at F to begin with. So magnesium and dilute hydrochloric acid will give you hydrogen and something else. So in order to do this question, you need to know your key reactions of acid, which are acid plus metal, salt and hydrogen. Reaction number 1. Reaction number 2. Acid plus metal oxide or hydroxide will give you salt and water. And reaction number 3, acid plus metal carbonate will give you salt, water and carbon dioxide. So looking at F, so F is magnesium and hydrochloric acid, that's acid and metal, will give you salt and hydrogen. So let's identify the salts. So it's hydrochloric acid, so the salt is going to be a chloride, and that's going to mix with magnesium. So the answer is going to be magnesium chloride. What is the gas G? So magnesium burns in gas G, which is present in air, to give you magnesium oxide. So magnesium oxide tells you it must have been oxygen. So the answer to G is oxygen. Okay, and then a dilute acid and will give you magnesium sulfate. So what kind of acid gives you a sulfate? That's sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid gives a sulfate, hydrochloric acid gives a chloride, and nitric acid gives a nitrate. Write a chemical equation for the reaction of magnesium and steam. So magnesium, which is solid, and water in the gaseous state, which is steam, will give you magnesium oxide, which is a solid, and will give you hydrogen gas. A total volume 50 cubic centimeters of hydrochloric acid is added gradually to 50 cubic centimeters of sodium hydroxide. So we've got hydrochloric acid and we've got sodium hydroxide, and so we have neutralization reactions taking place, which is going to give us water and sodium chloride. The graph shows how the pH of the solution changes as the acid is added. So we start here and we look at how much the acid is added. So when you get as far as, whatever that number is there, 25, neutralization occurs. Okay, so the question is, a table shows the colour of universal indicators at different pH values. Complete the table below to show the colour of the solution when the volume of hydrochloric acid is 20 and when the volume of hydrochloric acid is 35. So 20 and 35. So 20, if you draw this line, follow this line all the way up. You should use a ruler for this. Okay, get as far as where it intersects and draw a line across. Use a ruler for this yourself. Okay, so we're seeing it's a pH between 10 and 12. So the colour is going to be indigo. Okay, and then 35, we look at 35, so 35 is here, and then draw the line across. pH between 0 and 2, so it's going to be red. So the answers are indigo and red. The next question is, write a chemical equation for the reaction between sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid. So sodium hydroxide is NaOH. Hydrochloric acid is HCl, so they're going to give you sodium chloride, NaCl, and water. So that's a metal hydroxide and an acid to give you a salt and water. Now ensuring the equation is balanced, 2 hydrogens, 1 oxygen, 1 sodium, 1 chlorine, 1 chlorine. The equation is balanced. Now in the mark scheme they'll also accept an ionic equation. Now the ionic equation is as follows. I'm just going to put it in brackets for you. That's H plus and OH minus to give you H2O. Okay, so that was also acceptable as an answer.